Well, howdy ho, babies. Hi, how are you? How's my cuties? How's your little butt? I hope it's good. I hope it's plump. This is a general message. Excuse me. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Use your own discernment and intuition. Whenever you find it, it is the right time. I will not reach out to you for personal readings because I am not doing them. Okay? Okay, babes? Okay? And I would never do that anyway. So please report those people. Amen. Amen. Alright, I don't know why I said that, but sure. So the song I got on shuffle here is Oil-Filled Trash by Wade Reeves. Meeting the boys down at the heliport. I hope my per diem will pay my child support. This oil-filled money's good, but it sure goes fast. This life I live, it ain't for the faint. Work like hell from can to cane. Knowing each time I go out might be my last. I'm taking all these pictures for my kids. When I'm dead and gone, they'll know what daddy did. I'm spending half my life with no grass beneath my feet. And they call me oil-filled trash, and that's all right with me. So what I'm getting here is you're doing a lot that not everybody could do. And you're doing like this hard work, whether it's spiritually, physically, whatever. And people are like, really, is that healthy? Like, they can't relate. Because I'm getting like you're doing it for independence, because we have the 9 of coins here, or 9 of pentacles that fell out in reverse. And I'm seeing that as people are judging you, and those type of people are codependent. They couldn't stand on their own, because upright, this is about independence and being in your own wealth alone. You created your own legacy, essentially, by yourself. This is you standing in your wealth and your power and your independence by yourself, and you created that alone. And reverse, people they're either jealous, they don't see why you're working for that, because they're insecure. They can't be alone. They're codependent. They can't find the power within themselves right now, at least for now anyway, to make this on their own. I don't know what is up with my throat today. I apologize. They call me oil-filled trash, and that's all right with me. So like, you're fine with looking however you need to look to make shit work for you. If you're starting a business, you're doing this hardcore spiritual work, or all of the above, or stepping out away from your family and away from what whatever's happening, however that resonates for you, you're being judged for it in some sort of way, or people try to talk you out of it, or they're like, oh well, what about your kids, what about this, what about that, blah 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 blah. It's because they can't find that within themselves. They can't be independent themselves. They that's obvious, but I don't, you know what I mean. So there's some sort of judgment there, but you're cool with it. You're like, whatever, like, that's all right with me. You can call me trash, you can call me this, you can call me that, whatever. I have my sights set on something, and I know it's going to happen. And this may be different than what you're used to and what you see, but that's fine by me. Skids touchdown around Fort Sean. Got that pretty little thing sitting there at home waiting on me to get off this hitch. Now I'm calling up mama, daddy's on his way. Make a month's worth of loving out of 14 days. You can't get that with no MBA. And I'm seeing this as like your ability, like maybe you have to go into hermit mode, you have to go off on your own, whatever that looks like internally or just physically. and you're making it work. You're doing what you have to because you can have that forward sight, that foresight of like, this is what's necessary. You know, these sacrifices right now will pay off later. And I'm having to do this. I have to go within. I have to fight these demons. I have to fight these fears, break these patterns, heal these wounds, or, you know, I have to make this sacrifice in some sort of way. And, you know, it might look bad to other people, or I get judged, or it makes other people unhappy, but this is what I have to do. I'm taking all these pictures for my kids so when I'm dead and gone, they'll know what daddy did. I'm spending half of my life with no grass beneath my feet. They call me oilful trash, and that's all right with me. It's a badge of honor in my roughneck family tree. Keep that world turning, boys. Make it go round, son. So it's like you understand that this is part of your higher purpose. I just got goosebumps all over my body, so that's confirmation. Like, you know this is part of your higher purpose. And people don't understand that. They just think you're doing weird shit. I just looked and saw the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Like, you're moving past like all of this trauma, this bullshit, like, you know, living in poverty, whatever. You're, you know, getting rid of that scarcity mindset, that type of thing. Like, you're moving into your power. You're moving into your higher self. You're aligning with your higher self, and you know this is your higher purpose. And these steps, this work, everything that you're having to do right now, these sacrifices, it is part of your bigger purpose, which not everyone is going to understand. But you're sticking it out, and you're like, you can think whatever you want. Call me oilfield trash. That's all right with me. Like, whatever you want. Like, this is just my life. This is what I have to do. This is my calling. And where it says, work like hell from can to cane, knowing each time I go out might be my last. And we have this death card that kind of fell sideways with the Nine of Swords. Those kind of just were touching. And then we have the Five of Wands. There's people around you that are trying to tear you down, get you in this fear mode of like, oh, well, what if this happens? Because they don't want you to shed, because with that death card coming sideways, kind of, you know, teetering, they don't want you to shed that old skin and, you know, this old part of yourself, because that's what they're used to, and they're fearful because they're codependent. They don't have the balls to go do this on their own. Go take this chance. Go take this leap of faith. They don't have that. They can't fathom why you're doing this. And so they're trying to place that fear in, because they're in their head, and so they're trying to cause conflict. They might be coming at you, or just like clingy, because you're moving away from these people, and they're gonna try and get you. We have this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They might try to get you to miss this opportunity and distract you and be like, what if this happens? What if this happens? You need to stay home. You need to, what about your kids? What about this? Blah, 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 blah. You could die. Just trying to cause all kinds of conflict and like get you stuck in your head, so you give up. Because what I'm getting is there's people out there, like, whether they're aware of their intuitive knowing or not, they sense that you're moving away. Something is shifting for you, something big is coming for you, and they are trying to cling on so you don't dead the situation. You don't change and shed your old skin, because that is a fear-inducing thing for them, because they don't know what to do with that. And they might even know that you're pulling away from them and they're cut from the team as soon as you fully step into this, you know, into your purpose and keep going. And with that, it's a badge of honor in my roughneck family tree. Like, I see that as like you moving towards your community, the people that will uplift you, help you be successful, or you're gonna learn to be successful from them, you know, whatever. Like, you're moving towards the people that are actually on your side and want you to succeed, and there isn't some weird like trying to cause conflict, competition to like hold you back in any way or destroy you and like get you in your head and like have you stressed out or anything like that. And these people sense that, whether they're aware of it or not, they know something's different. And we have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They're trying to like slow it down in any sort of way because they know there's something growing, something, a seed was planted. Since I did say sand, they might be like feeling like they're just slowly sinking into quicksand. And like they see, you know, it's like you walking on solid ground next to them and they're walking through quicksand. They can't, you're highlighting how stagnant they are because you're just like surpassing them. Tough titties, huh? We have the Five of Swords in reverse. It's like their words and sabotage and trying to keep you stuck and all of that because, you know, to help them feel safe. They're realizing it's not working. And they may have also tried to sorry about the coughing. They may have also tried to put you in this Five of Swords energy in reverse where you weren't wanting to win at all costs, where you weren't as driven and you weren't trying to push through all of this. I'm seeing it in both ways, like their sneakiness, their bullshit that they were on, demon time, whatever, playing games, you know, talking at you, creating conflict, manipulating. It didn't work. They didn't win. They couldn't win. And now I'm kind of getting, it's like the words didn't work, so they're going to try and create like physical blockages. It might be like someone like literally trying to fight you or like not let you leave. Like say you need to go on a trip to go meet some guy across the country and or in a different country, whatever, however that resonates. This person may actually like try to like block the door or like keep you stuck, like, or these people, you know, it's like something, they're trying everything because they're so fearful and they sense that they're in that slow, stagnant energy. And because you're gaining so much momentum and, you know, you have sacrificed so much that they weren't willing to sacrifice. And it's now showing that your work is working. Your work was worth it. Your sacrifice was worth everything. Not just, you know, this discomfort or, you know, whatever it was to you. It's really showing that it worked and you're like picking up hella momentum. And now they're like coming out of the woodwork trying to block you and do all kinds of weird shit to, and like it's not gonna work. I want to say that because I never want to spread fear. You are driven to that point that no one can fucking stop you. And if you ever let somebody stop you, you didn't want it that bad. So don't be fearful. We have the Hierophant here. I'm seeing this is, I'm sorry about the throat clearing. My throat is like so weird today. I don't know why, but you may have like, whether you channel divine wisdom from your ancestors or your spirit team, or you just did physical, like, you know, research or talk to somebody, connecting with other people that can teach you things or whatever, and you're just gaining all this knowledge and getting like you know, legal help, or you're meeting people that are the little missing puzzle pieces, just so everything can come together. Like you're all of these little things are coming together. You're channeling your divine wisdom, and that's it's like putting all the little pieces together. Like and that's why you're gaining so much momentum, because now you're understanding, oh, okay, I need to go talk to this person. Oh, okay, now I need to go do this. And you're following these steps, you're doing the research, you're doing the leg work, you're doing the mental work, you're doing the energetic work. All of that shit's coming together, and it's like really picking up speed now. Shit. So we have the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles sideways, and the Eight of Cups sideways. And see how like the dude is like fat on the Four of Coins? It's these people, like, they don't want you to go, but they're also triggered by you being around. And it's because they have a desire to let go of, you know, the things that hold them down, but they don't want to do the work. You know, it's like somebody like, oh, I want to lose weight or whatever, but I don't want to eat healthy or even do research on it or exercise or whatever. I don't want to do any of the things that like I need to do at all. I don't even have a desire to look into it, like watch videos on it on YouTube. Like I have no desire to even do that. Like that's what I'm getting from that. It's like they want the thing. They want, you know, they see that you're gaining momentum and you're doing all this work and it's paying off, but they don't want to do the work, but they want it without that. And so there's like this triggered energy of like, I don't want you to leave and go without me because I'm going to be jealous. But also at the same time, they're super triggered by you being around. Like, how dare they? So it's like not good for either of you at this point, because they're not choosing not to be, which they should be, inspired by you and see that the work pays off. They're not seeing that. For whatever reason, it's their life. Fuck it up. Fuck up your own life, man. Yeah, they literally see you moving into this Ten of Cups, like happiness. You might just be generally happier. You're doing the work, you found a person that has your back and they want to like build with you and they're helping you, whatever you got going on. You're in this happy, like present energy, and you know that you have the foresight, like you can look to see what sacrifices you need to make and what work you need to do and do it. But also like you're able to be present, and that in turn is bringing these manifestations in sooner and quicker. And you're just learning to be happy with what you have, and that's like helping you. But it's like triggering the hell out of these people. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh. So underneath this, I pulled it up and it was upright, but when I saw it on the ground, it was a reverse. So we'll kind of take it. Oh my God, I dropped it again. Oh, it came up upright, so we'll go with that. With the full card here, they're literally this dog of like, yo, don't do it, don't make the jump, like what if it's bad? And that might also just be your fears that you're having to fight up against also. But I see it as like you're taking this leap of faith, you're still doing it despite any of this. Like you're like, you can call me crazy, you can do whatever you want, like I'm not playing small anymore. I know what's going to make me happy with that Ten of Cups. I know what's going to make me happy. I keep choking here. A 5:55 on the clock. Like you're making big changes. You're tearing it all up. You're undoing, blowing it up. Like you're letting the tornado just tear everything up and destroy everything that doesn't need to be staying there anymore. It doesn't need to be standing anymore. What's the advice? We'll go with that. We have the Ten of Swords with the King of Wands. And that's telling me With the I've never seen the train on that card. I didn't know what was in the back. I thought it was like the sky or something, but there's a train in the background. It's like you can't be stopped. And these people are going to lie down and play their games and all of that. And you're just going to have to let them do it. You're going to have to let them throw their fits, try to, you know, they turn it around and you will, well, fuck you then. Don't ever talk to me again. You know, that type of stuff, or however it ends up for you. Is like, you just got to let them lay back and know that you know, trust in your own inner knowing, trust in your confidence, your creative skills, your creative abilities, your leadership qualities, all of that, and trust in yourself that you're making the right choice, even if no one else is telling you like you're doing a good job, you're doing the right thing. You have to trust this and leave these people behind. And it might be painful to do so. I'm getting goosebumps on my right side. With that 10 of Swords, like, it might be painful to leave these people behind, but you have to trust that, you know, your inner knowing, you're like, you've been through war, you've seen it all, and you know what you want and what you can do, and you can trust your ability to be creative and get yourself out of sticky situations and all of that, without these people like being like, well, you won't have our help then if you do this or whatever. Then just leave them behind. You made it this far by yourself, you know, without the help, and then, you know, the support, maybe they were around, but they weren't truly supportive. At this point, you're not gaining anything. If it turns into them just needing to be left behind, you got to leave behind the dead weight, essentially. Which to me, it's kind of looking like that little buffalo is dead, you know? It's like, you got to leave behind the dead weight. If they don't want to have your back or be supportive in any sort of way, they're not helping you at this point. They're just a mannequin. You know, they're just dead weight. You don't need a mannequin. If you're going on a road trip, you don't need to bring a mannequin. If you're just doing it, like, like, unless you're doing some sort of art project or whatever, but like just a simple road trip, like, I have to drive to this town over here. You don't need to fill your vehicle up with mannequins, right? They're not useful. And that's just what it is. This person isn't useful to you anymore. And I'm not saying it like you were using them or anything of the sort, but it's like, they're not helping you. They're not supportive. They want to sabotage you. They want to scare you into staying stuck. They can't come with. And you have to trust that you're making that right choice. Having confidence in yourself, because the outside world may not show it, but you have that foresight. You already know what you have to do. You can trust your intuition. You can trust your creative skills, your ability, your fire, your drive, all of that. You can make it through anything. Anything else? Two of Wands. That's making a decision and taking action towards it. Making a plan and taking action towards it. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Wands. And that might be you just being like, you might need to take time out, like say it's moving towards wherever you are in this timeline, past, present, future, whatever. It's moving towards the time where you need to cut this person out and just move on, because they're just acting up, they're playing games, manipulating, being dramatic, you know, whatever it is to keep you stuck. You have to plan to bring them a message of cold, hard facts. Be like, you're not going to stop me. And at this point, you're trying to hold me back. We're done. I'm setting a boundary here. So that might take time to put, you know, thought into it. And I'm seeing with that Two of Wands, especially, like, until you do this thing and let off the dead weight, you can't get to the next level. Until you, like, while you're planning and not taking action on this, it won't let you go to the next level. Because part of that, your growth, is asserting this boundary with these people. Yeah, because you're giving your energy to them and it's not helping you. It's just helping them. It's like an energy vampire thing. It's a one-sided thing with the Six of Coins. And they're holding you back from this 10 of coins energy. With it being in reverse, the 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles, they're holding you back from your legacy because of the energy you're wasting on them, essentially. It's like, I don't know, not putting fuel in your tank and just dumping it on the ground. Like paying for it and then just dumping it on the ground. That's essentially what you're doing. You're not getting any benefit out of it. You're wasting your energy, and that's keeping you away from this 10 of Pentacles, which is your legacy, your home, the love, the house, the job, the car, the family, the kids, the dog, you know, whatever you want, everything. And you won't get that until you make this choice and stop giving your energy to what isn't serving you, what isn't gassing you up. You're just dumping the gas straight on the ground. The petrol on the ground. Yeah, and justice in reverse with that falling directly on that 9 of coins. This person's being unfair and unjust and, you know, taking your energy because they're codependent. And you aren't. You're working past that. You're working through that stuff. You're doing the work and you take the sacrifices, and this person is essentially leeching off of you, however that looks. Yeah, it's time to put up boundaries. We have the 7 of Wands here. It's time to put up boundaries and be like, no, I'm going to protect what's mine. And it might just be you having to be hurtful, harsh, however it's received, to protect your energy and get towards your goals, because this person doesn't want to do the work. I want to lose weight, but I don't want to do any action at all towards that. Ever. And because you're doing it, that makes me mad. Yeah, we can't move past this, past your current point, until you do assert this boundary, with that World card being in reverse. And the Devil in reverse underneath that is like freeing yourself from that bullshit. And underneath that, the Judgment card. You know exactly who this is, what you need to do. Or you're going to get the call and it's going to be very blatant. You're just going to be like, ugh. Their behavior is going to be obvious, and you're going to feel it and know. And it's all just going to like, it's like pulling, you know, it's like coming out of a super dark room and finally, like what I'm getting is like coming out of like the movie theater when it's like super bright out, but you were used to being in the dark and you're like, oh, like it's still daylight. What? You're going to see everything for what it is. And it's just, this person's behavior or people's behavior is going to be so obvious, and it's going to highlight all the stuff that they've been doing. And you're going to be like, yeah, this ain't it. Like, I can't. They don't want to do the work. Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands here. They're just a burden. They're adding more burden and more weight to me at this point. And what you need to do is have people that, with that 10 of Wands there, with this 3 of coins, 3 of Pentacles, have people that are willing to carry their weight. That's the whole point. That's how you're going to get to that 10 of Pentacles. The legacy, the everything you want, these goals that you're trying to reach. Because we have the Hangman in reverse here. You will and have been doing the work. You'll get off your ass and go do the legwork, no problem. But it's more work when these people aren't helping. So it's time. It is time. Oh, and we have the 3 of Swords. So you might have to break some hearts in order to get to this next level. And that's part of the work, essentially. As uncomfortable, and if you don't want to do it, because nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to cut anybody. Nobody wants to hurt anybody, or, you know, any of that sort. It is very much necessary in order to get to the next stage. And what I'm getting here, because we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, like, I'm getting literally, as soon as you do this, it's going to like burst wide open for you, and it's going to help. It's like you're going to be rewarded with wherever that Judgment card was. You're going to be rewarded for listening to your intuition by the universe, by Most High, whatever you believe in, your spirit team, ancestors. You're going to be rewarded for doing that hard thing, the painful thing, that 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords thing. You're going to get a delivery, you know, however that looks, immediately after that, because it's like you did good, kid. Good job. I know that was shitty, but you did good. It's like doing the uncomfortable thing with that moon card at the bottom of the deck and not knowing what's on the other side of the door, but you got to go through the door, and you're doing it. You will be greatly rewarded for doing it. All right, babies, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your donations. Thank you for your comments and viewing and just being here and doing that hard ass work. I love all of you and I appreciate all of you. Okay, bye.